deities. He left everything at the age of retirement to go and distribute what? Love for Godhead. So our movement is all motivated by the so-called supreme energy. The most powerful energy is love. It's so powerful, love is so powerful that weakens.
We have to announce Hindi translation. तो जो लोग हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं कृपा करके पीछे जाएं, पीछे हिंदी में अनुवाद हो रहा है.
Oh, one question. You mean there is a person translating in Hindi?
The back.
And he has to, because I'm non-stop talking. Anyway, I will figure out where to. What should I do? Pause sometime?
They are translating in the back already.
Okay. Slower. Okay. So here we have to understand what for we are here. I'm very happy to see new people who are maybe doing the Bhakti course, which they know more than me anyway. And I'm very much blessed to have been requested to be able to deliver something on the very munificent pastimes of Lord Damodar. I'm not going to talk into specific things because Srila Prabhupada have explained very well the meanings behind the pastimes of Lord Damodar. But we are very much touched that the Supreme Lord Krishna, he has occupied all the devotees every day, because every day there is something that we can celebrate. We are very fortunate to be Vaishnavas. I will explain this later on after reading the verse. Because we could be somewhere else wasting our time and energy. But being a Vaishnava, I will explain basically what that means for the human being within the cycle of spiritual advancement. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. I don't need. Can you? Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari. Jaya Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Yashodanandana Brajajana Ranjana Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jayo Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe. Jayo Radha Partasarati Radha Partasarati Radhe. Jayo Radha Shyama Sundara Radha Shyama Sundara Radhe. Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Radhe Jayo Sri Radhe. Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. Ai Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol. Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada. Gurudev 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 Gurudev. Jai Sri Radha Madhava ki, Sri Radha Partasarati ki, Sri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Parama Karuna Sri Gaur Nitai ki, Sri Prahlad Lakshmi Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki, Patita Pavana Jal Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaura Premanande Hari 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 Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're going to read from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1st, Chapter 8, Text 31. Prayers by Queen Kunti. For me, I don't know how to rhyme this because each line is very long, but let me see how it comes. Gopi adade tvayi kritagasi dama tavad. Yate dashashru kalilanjana sambrama kasham. Bhaktram ninija bhaya bhavanya stitasya. Tamam vimohayati bhirapi yad bibhati. Gopi, the cowherd lady Yashoda, Adade took up Tvai on your Kritagasi, creating disturbances by breaking the butter pot. Dama, rope. Tavat, at that time. Ya, that which. Te, your. Dasa, situation. Ashru Kalila, overflowed with tears. Anjana, ointment. Sambrama, perturbed. Aksham, eyes. Bhaktram, face. Niniya, downwards. Bhaya bhavanaya, by thoughts of fear. Itasya, of the situation. Sha, that. Mam, me. Vimohayate, bewilders. Be happy, even fear personified. Yat, whom. Viveti, is afraid. I didn't make the people to repeat because it takes time, it's long ones, so sorry for that. Translation. My dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you. You know what to repeat? Okay. My dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflowed with tears, which washed the mascara from your eyes, and you were afraid. Though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me. I'll repeat alone. My dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you when you were committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflowed with tears, which washed the mascara from your eyes. And you were afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me. This is Queen Kunti is telling the Supreme Lord Krishna. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Here is another explanation of the bewilderment created by the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is the Supreme in all circumstances, as already explained. Here is a specific example of the Lord's being the Supreme and at the same time, a plaything in the presence in His pure devotees. The Lord's pure devotee renders service unto the Lord out of unalloyed love only. And while discharging such devotional service, the pure devotee forgets the position of the Supreme Lord. Here Srila Prabhupada is explaining the very, very exalted position of Mother Yashoda. It's not easy to have that platform of extraordinary supreme love and affection that Krishna makes her forget his position because he wants to put himself below her position. That's why he accepts her as a mother. The Supreme Lord also accepts the loving service of his devotees more relishably when the service is rendered spontaneously out of pure affection. I want to stop to explain this. Many people will follow process because we need to follow sadhana in order to reach liberation. But more important are those who manifest spontaneous love for Krishna. Here Srila Prabhupada is going to explain the difference between Mother Kunti and Mother Yashoda. Spontaneous love, Raganuga Bhakti, is really superior because the people are, in a mystic way, very much more connected with Krishna. So they feel a special connection, a special rasa. And it gets manifested in a very short time. It's very, how can I say, it's something that you cannot describe. Sometimes a person with spontaneous love achieves much more higher platform than another person who might have years and years performing austerities. One time Shivaram Maharaj wrote in one of his offerings to Srila Prabhupada, I mentioned this earlier, that for his Vyasa Puja, that one lady, one time she came to the temple, and that lady, she never ever met devotees, she never ever stepped into a temple. But suddenly, as soon as she entered the temple and saw Gaur-Nitai and saw the Murti of Srila Prabhupada, she started crying and she fell in ecstasies. It was something amazing that Maharaj was bewildered. Here Prabhupada used the word bewilderment. Is as Uddhava is always bewildered by the pastimes of Krishna. And then, but Maharaj inquired, why she's crying? Are you a devotee? No, I don't know, the first time I come. And then what happened? She says, no, I only read one of Srila Prabhupada's books. But as soon as she entered the temple and she had darshan of the most merciful Gaur Nitai, that spontaneous love immediately got manifested. And then Maharaj says, but I have more than 30, 40 years looking at the deities and seeing Prabhupada. But I never cried in the way that this lady cried. So here Srila Prabhupada is really making emphasis and pointing out at that spontaneous love. One time I was coming during Chandan Yatra in Mayapur, being a secretary of Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj. So we were coming, I was with him doing some service, and we were coming to have lunch. But before, Guru Maharaj went to the temple to have darshan of Lord Madhava. And Lord Madhava, at the last day, he was painted in blue Chandan. So he was amazingly beautiful. And then I bowed down and I stood up as a normal person because I'm a normal person. But then when Guru Maharaj offered obeisance and he was standing, tears were flowing like nothing from his eyes. And everybody was afraid. Well, nobody could approach Guru Maharaj because he was crying. Actually, people were confused. Why Acharyapal is crying? But no one dared to ask him. But as I am very familiar to Guru Maharaj, I ask him. Even the most difficult questions, I ask Guru Maharaj. Always happens. So then when we went up, and after Guru Maharaj chanted the Gayatri mantra, I asked him, Guru Maharaj, why you were crying? He paused a little bit and he looked at me and he said, you didn't see how astonishing was Madhava. How beautiful was Madhava. We see how beautiful is Madhava. We are astonished by the beauty of Gaur Nitai. But we don't have that level to express real spontaneous love. And this is real love. A first-class Vaishnava, a pure devotee, he manifests all these symptoms. As Srila Prabhupada manifested these symptoms when he went to Venezuela, I think it was 1975, and he saw the small deities of Gaur Nitai. Immediately, he fell in ecstasies. He started crying. His voice became grave, and he had to sit down. He couldn't resist because of the ocean of unlimited love that he has. And afterwards, they asked him, Prabhupada, what happened? He said, I named these deities Paramakaruna, the supreme compassion, because they came from so far to deliver the deities in this country out of pure love. So this is the platform, this is the real level that we have to have. Spontaneous love for Krishna, not artificial love for Krishna. Unfortunately, most of us, and this was a critic that we received, basically in Mayapur, from other acharyas of the Gaudiya Math, that sometimes when people make opulent temples to Krishna, some people, I will not say all the people, no, because it's not like this, otherwise our movement wouldn't be a genuine movement. Our movement is genuine because devotees have love in the heart, have surrendered, has been inspired by the love of Srila Prabhupada to Krishna. But then he says, be careful, don't take Krishna from your heart, don't take Krishna from your mind and put him in the altar. And start worshiping him and offering beautiful flowers, fire, beautiful garments, outfits. And where is Krishna? No, he's in the altar. Where are you going? I'm going to see Krishna in the temple. This is not a real devotee. A real devotee when Krishna is in his heart. While simultaneously, we have been very fortunate to follow a process that follows, executes, and performs all the 9 devotional services. Other schools of philosophy, other religions, they don't have the blessings to follow all the 9 paths of devotional service. We have something great which is called Archana Vigraha. because it makes the mind fix, stable, because there is something that you engage yourself with. You engage your senses, your eyes, your ears, your smell, your touch, your intelligence, your talent to paint the deities, to dress the Lord, to make temples to the Lord. So this is engagement. This will develop our spiritual life, as well as will create something very special which does not exist also in other schools of thoughts. The relationship, the rasa with Krishna. So thanks that we have the mercy that the Lord expands himself in the form of the deity, we have more things to occupy ourselves. This is making the process to be in the highest speed form. Even the Buddhist, where Lord Buddha did not teach that also the deity must be worshipped, or there must be Archana Vigraha or whatever rituals, as also Krishna in the 1866 in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, leave all kind of rituals, all religions, and just surrender unto me. But because we need, in this Kali Yuga, to engage ourselves, otherwise Maya will enter. Otherwise the process is very boring. But our process is based on happiness. Every time you enter the temple, devotees are singing and dancing and jumping. And there is eagerness to wake up early, eagerness to give the most beautiful outfits to the deity, eagerness that this temple is clean. So this eagerness is equal to enthusiasm that always makes the devotees being occupied. So we are occupied by these processes out of love for Krishna. I will continue reading. Generally, the Lord is worshipped by the devotees in a reverential attitude, but the Lord is meticulously pleased when the devotees, out of pure affection and love, consider the Lord to be less important than himself. This is another very important point that we have as Vaishnavas. For example, in the Sri Sampradaya, who they are Vaishnavas, they worship the Lord as a king, as a supreme ruler. They don't worship the Lord in his very familiar mood. Prabhupada here is saying that Krishna is more pleased if we worship Krishna and deal with him in a familiar way. Not in a reverential way as it could happen with Sri Sri Lakshmi Narayan. So we are more fortunate even to worship Krishna as friends of Krishna. This is very important. That's why Prabhupada gave here emphasis to that point. Sorry if I interrupt the class to explain very important points that I consider it has to be explained today in this very auspicious day of celebrating Radha Damodar, Diwali, Kartik, all these things combined together. Because we have to understand where and how to explain to the new devotees. So we have to be armed with important weapons of knowledge of why, Krishna was tightened by a lady. How is it possible that he is the Supreme Lord, he accepts this? So all these questions pumps up in the mind of the people. So we are more qualified by the mercy of the acharyas, by the mercy of the Guru Parampara, to give a specific and a very accurate reply why this bewilderment of the unconceivable pastimes of Krishna happens. It's like I think in the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita there is a pastime where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he goes to a temple, I don't know if this happens in Puri, I don't remember, and he saw a Pujari Brahmin, he was reading the Bhagavad Gita upside down, and tears were flowing from his eyes and were damaging the scripture because it was with ink. He says, what you are doing? You are crying over the Gita, you are damaging the Gita. Bhagavan is telling him. He says, sorry, I don't know how to read, but I'm just following the orders of my Guru Maharaj. He said, but why you are crying? He says, because I cannot understand how inconceivable is Krishna, who is the master, the Lord of everything, the creator, the source of everything. Still, he accepts to become the charioteer of his friend Arjuna. Something amazing. Just imagine, I go now, I tell Narendra Modi, hey, please, you drive my car, I'm going to Nizamuddin. So just imagine that Mahamantra Prabhu goes and tells Pranab Mukherjee, hey, can you drop me please in Mathura? This will never happen, because this is inconceivable that Krishna is serving his devotees. It's inconceivable that he accepts to be chased and chastised by a devotee in his form of a mother. And he's the perfect actor, because Krishna is the supreme actor. When he performs his pastime, it's such a perfect way that anyone can see, oh, it's real. He's suffering, he's tired, he's crying, he's afraid. And here in the verse, it's explained, he creates fear in the death personified. So all this is bewilderment. It's like when Vidura and Uddhava talk, Uddhava is also bewildered by the transcendental pastimes, inconceivable. Only for those who have love for Krishna, they can conceive and perceive. Those who are devoid of love, those who the seed of bhakti is not yet awakened, they will never ever understand what is behind the transcendental pastimes of Krishna, which are very abundant in India. The Mayavadis and all different schools of thoughts, not only the Mayavadis, they don't understand how this is inconceivable. One time I went, what's the name? The Mahakumbha Mela in Prayag. And out of curiosity, I used to enter to many stands or many centers for different centers, and somehow or other I happened to enter in the Brahma Kumaris center. And I was bewildered. I saw so many deities, and I was happy. I saw Radha Krishna is there. Oh, they worship Radha Krishna. I thought like that. But it was all false. And then one guy sitting in a very arrogant way, not in a very devotional way, and he says, oh, I didn't ask him. He says, oh, you can become one of these deities. I said, what? Then I was shocked. He says, yes, you can become one of these deities. You can choose. Like you go to a bazaar, to a market, and you have like hundreds of trousers. You can choose one you can use. What attitude towards the Lord is that? You see the level of consciousness these people have? But the worst thing is that they forced me to buy a book called Raj Yoga. And in that book it says, because I ask questions, they don't reply, it says that Krishna did not speak the Bhagavad Gita. Sorry, that Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita, but it was not Krishna. And who was speaking the Bhagavad Gita? He says Mahadev, he possessed the body of Krishna. I said, Mahadev possessed the body of Krishna? He says, yes. The spirit of Mahadev entered into Krishna at the battle of Kurukshetra, and he spoke the 700 verses to Arjuna. I said, from where you bring this nonsense? So they say there is one guy who incarnated as Shiva and corrected the Shastras. Because Krishna says, I am the unborn in the Gita. And Krishna is born in Mathura, so he's not Krishna talking on the Gita. Otherwise, he's contradicting himself. So for them, Shiva, as a ghost, entered into the body of Krishna and spoke the Gita. Thank you very much. What a great knowledge. I wish I could never enter that, because this is a pollution to the mind of the devotee. But we are very much steady in our understanding of the Shastras, because we have been awakened by Srila Prabhupada. The real seed of bhakti is awakened in each and every one who has been taken shelter in Srila Prabhupada. So we cannot be cheated nor changed, nor our faith is going to be diminished by this wrong preaching. Many stories I have in the mind. Please let me read. It's one more page, so I will not interrupt to finish the page. The friends of Krishna consider him one of them. They do not consider him to be the reverential importance. The parents of the Lord, who are all pure devotees, consider him a child only. The Lord accepts the chastisements of the parents more cheerfully than the prayers of the Vedic hymns. I want to stop here. The Lord accepts the chastisements of his parents more than the prayers of the Vedic hymns. So just imagine the high platform that Nanda Maharaj, Mother Yashoda, Mother Devaki has towards Krishna. They are much more superior than those who sit, freeze themselves in the Himalaya and chant unlimited hymns. They are not so close to Krishna as these great personalities. We want to reassociate with Krishna or be awakened in that category. We don't want the other category. We are not here for that. Otherwise, we go to another school of thoughts or philosophy. Rupa Goswami explains this in the Nectar of the Devotion. Even he says, don't worship Lakshmi Narayana because you can get stuck on that level. Let's go to the highest level of Madhurya. So that is why we are here. We are not here by coincidence. Each and every one who is here, because he deserves to be here. Prabhupada says in the Bhagavatam that although Vidura was not an exalted Vaishnava and he was requesting Uddhava to be his guru because that was more exalted, but some devotional service he might have done that Bhagavan allowed him to have darshan. So means we are not here by coincidence. Yesterday I asked the temple commander, 2 guys came with me because I went to the Lotus Temple. And they might have done some devotionals. Some love in their heart is there. And we brought them, they had prasad. They offered lamb to Damodar, to all the deities. They were very much delighted. Because we go to the Lotus Temple and nothing is there to be delighted for. Only you have to apply munism, absolute silence. And from outside is astonishing, from inside is nothing. So then I told them, come here there is everything. There is nothing, and here is completely different. It's everything. There is no way you look around that there is nothing to see. Look how beautiful are the flowers decorating the altars and the asanas and the vyasasana and everywhere. Look at the paintings. So here is completely different from the process of freezing yourself. When you do yoga and other processes, they sit down for years, freeze their body, and start chanting or meditating. Whereas here, we have a body, we have energy, we engage ourselves. Do you see the difference? If someone comes to you, you are new devotees, some of you, and you are preachers, and many are senior devotees. There is a difference between that process and this process. Here you engage your energy, you engage your love, you engage your heart, you engage your mind, you engage your hands. Who you love? Oh, I love Aishwarya Rai. And who you love? Michael Jackson. And who you love? Cristiano Ronaldo. What are the cricket people here named? Sachin Tendulkar. He loves Sachin Tendulkar. Who says that Aishwarya Rai loves you? Who says that Sachin Tendulkar loves you? If I sit day and night and loving Cristiano Ronaldo, what I will gain? If I say Cristiano, 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 he will come. He will not come. He will know I love him. He will not know. I will feel he's reciprocating his love. How many millions of people around the world, they love and worship Marilyn Monroe. And what's the benefit? What's the benefit? Who gets a benefit? Nothing, nobody. Even she won't look at you. So what you are doing, you are wasting your energy. If we have material love for someone who is material, temporal, our energy is being wasted. Our love is lost. Yes or yes? You agree? But if you love Krishna, you immediately, instantly, you will feel a reciprocation. I will just give an example. Let's say at 3 a.m. I'm crossing the road, and the road is full of daikots or thieves. And then what I do? Namaste Narasimhaya. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What happens? I feel their energy, their presence is protecting me. Yes or not? But if I say, Aishwarya Rai, or if I say Cristiano Ronaldo, what energy will protect me? We see the difference. We see that we are not wasting our time and our energy. That's why this process is based on love. And love has different layers, different branches, different manifestations. And the highest manifestation that Srila Prabhupada asked us to do is what Gauranga Mahaprabhu wants us to do. A presiding on the top of the list devotional service in this age of Kali is to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then once Srila Prabhupada, he was in America and people were challenging him. He said, if you think that you don't agree that whatever I'm saying is wrong, you please look at the face of the devotees. You will understand. You will see how happy they are, and you see how effulgent they are. I will tell you something that I don't know if it is true. But it is said, one person who was a Swami in our society, now he is in a different ashram, he told us in 1993 in Miami that he heard or read somewhere that in 1981 the CIA in the United States of America presented a report to the Congress advising them to import 500 gurus from India. It's like the gurus in India, they are like cars or some object. He says, you should import 500 gurus from India. And then they explain why. He says, we have been doing unlimited methods to change the mentality of the people, the young people who were hippies after the Vietnam War, who are rebellious, who are not able to stop consuming drugs and liquor, and doing so many illicit, illegal activities, robbery, killing, stealing, consuming drugs. But we have seen that some Indian gurus, they came to America and they have transformed the life of so many people. These guys are good citizens. We have no complaints against them anymore. Prabhupada. One time in the Vishwa Hindu Mahasangha in 1999 in Lumbini, we came to Delhi with Guru Maharaj. Then we took a train to the border of Nepal. Then the devotees came from ISKCON Nepal and we came to Lumbini because the World Hindu Federation had the extraordinary General Congress Committee meeting, whatever, at the very place of Buddha. And then when we finished the meetings, one of the senior most advisors at the Vishwa Hindu Mahasangha, they come and they approach Guru Maharaj, Jayapataka Maharaj, and they say, oh Swamiji, Swamiji, we need you. He says, what happens? We are struggling in our Hindu community in India and Nepal because other people from other religions are converting our devotees to their religion, to Christians or Muslims or whatever. But you are from different faith. You are not even an Indian. And you are able to bring people from other faiths to follow Sanatan Dharma. Please teach us, help us. And it is true when you look at, I have pictures, when you look at the Presidium, all are Hindus. But there is only one guy, white skin. Oh, but this guy is much more than all of them together, because he's a Vaishnava. He's not his body. He has the Bhakti Shakti that Srila Prabhupada impregnated and injected him with. But Guru Maharaj says, no, please don't be confused. It's not because of me. It is because of the Bhagavad Gita. And because of my Gurudev, who is the greatest preacher in the world, these people come forward and embrace Sanatan Dharma. Is not because of me. This was his reply. I wish I could have a video camera at that time. Sometimes we must have a 24-hour video camera, no? Like a security camera, no? So many things happens that you can't, oh my God, it's amazing, no? I wish I could have recorded those words, which are like carved as on a stone in my mind and in my heart. When they said, please you help us because you bring people from other parts of the world. And when Guru Maharaj goes to the safaris in South India, where a non-Indian body should not enter to certain places, he enters as a VIP. Because he represents Srila Prabhupada. And all of you might be Sudras, Melechas, God knows, untouchable. And if you go and knock the door of the Prime Minister of a rich people man here to ask for preaching or to give donation, they will not open to you the door. But as long as you have a dhoti, the kurta, the tilak, the beads that identify you as a Krishna's bhakta and as representative of Srila Prabhupada, they will open the door. They will not ask you originally what you are, if you are if you are untouchable, or you are Sudra, or you are whatever caste, because this robe destroys all the barriers that exist in the caste system in India. And immediately the person feels that he's in front of a person who is connected to Krishna. This is Srila Prabhupada's mercy. He made us be connected to the Supreme Almighty Lord. So we are very proud. We should be very proud to be Vaishnavas. Because behind those crazy guys dancing and singing in the street, the highest level, the most profound, the deepest knowledge lies hidden. So we have to understand that the things have two aspects. One is visible and one is very mystic, invisible. We have to go there and discover it. It's like you have a laptop, you have a computer, You switch on the computer, but you have to put an access password. Yes or yes? Otherwise you can't go inside the system. And Srila Prabhupada, he gave us the password. How to access the system of spiritual life. Srila Prabhupada gave us the access password to nothing but the spiritual world. Srila Prabhupada used to say, at least, in America, he used to say, at least you become humans. Because the people in America or in the West, they are animals. Animal software, human hardware. So we have a human hardware, but we have an animal software. Why animal software? Because eating, sleeping, sex, defending, mating. All the animals, they do it better. You go and you ask a hyena eating decomposed bodies, they don't put chili, they don't put turmeric powder or anything. They eat straightforward. We eat to put so many things to please our tongue. You ask the birds also, they don't put anything. They just go straightforward and eat. So eat, they do it better. Sleeping, they sleep better than us. Having sex, oh my God. You can't, it's amazing. 1 lion, 20 lioness. 1 bird, 100 of birds, whatever. So they even do it better than us. So what's the use? That's why we are unhappy, because we have a human hardware and we have an animal software. So Srila Prabhupada says, let us upgrade the software, the consciousness, to human consciousness. And this is why what the American government thought at that time, to import people to upgrade the software of the citizens. Because they also have animal software. How are they going to upgrade the software of the people? So they have to bring a person who has a human hardware, human software, to teach us how to upgrade the software. And put a password. Go inside. So Srila Prabhupada had the password to go inside our mind. But he was more merciful than the other Indian gurus. They did succeed in upgrading the software of people like Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, Baba Muktananda, Osho, all these people. Yogananda Paramahamsa, Yogananda, many people. Vivekananda, all these people. They upgrade the humans to a human software. But Prabhupada went, oh my God, much further. And he gave us a spiritual software. He spiritualized our mind and our heart. And he spiritualized our body with prasadam. How many of us, today, this morning, one devotee was giving me tulsi leaves. You go there, you take sharanamrita. When you eat mahaprasad. So this is all spiritualizing your body. It's not different from Krishna. Srila Prabhupada said in Mexico, devotees came, oh Srila Prabhupada, we are not able to distribute books. He says, why? He said, because or they are illiterate or they are very poor. So they cannot acquire the books. You go and give them pakora. So Prabhupada started the Food for Life distribution for free in the city of Mexico at that time. And do you think Krishna is not entering in the body of these people? You think they are not getting Krishna Prem? They are getting Krishna Prem with pakora. There was a lady in Venezuela, she was super qualified metaphysic agnostic guru, very famous. So she came to Prabhupada, she was eager to meet Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. At that time, I think no Indian guru went to Venezuela before him. And when she sit down, she didn't wait from Prabhupada to talk. She wanted to show herself. She's very intelligent. And she started throwing metaphysic knowledge on whom? On a first-class, well-versed Vaishnava. And Prabhupada did not reply her. You know what he said? Give her pakora. And then the devotees gave her pakora. She's very famous. She's like the most famous actress at that time, but she left TV and started becoming a metaphysic guru. And then she ate pakora and she keep on speculating. Prabhupada look at them and say, give her more pakora. Because she's a mental speculator. Prabhupada said that and finished. This is the darshan he gave her. Pakora darshan. So that's why we have to understand that behind these so-called simple things, we hide the most profound knowledge. Please let me finish to talk about love. So when Lord Krishna was present in this material world to manifest his eternal pastimes of the transcendental realm of Goloka Vrindavan as an attraction for the people in general, he displayed a unique picture of subordination before his foster mother, Yashoda. The Lord, in his naturally childish, playful activities, used to spoil the stock butter of Mother Yashoda by breaking the pot and disputing the contents to his friends and playmates, including the celebrated monkeys of Vrindavan. How many of you would like to be a monkey in the pastimes of Krishna. Because they are not animals. They have higher consciousness than Brahma. I was just yesterday looking at Yashoda's altar. It's very beautifully decorated, and I was meditating on the parrot, and I just thinking, Sukadev Goswami. I said, oh my God, if this parrot knows so much, oh my God, if Sukha knows so much, so many intimate pastimes. What about the manjaris and the gopis? Oh my God! So I'd like to be that parrot sometime. But anyway, we don't know if we're gonna reach that. But maybe by the mercy of Prabhupada, we will achieve that level. The Lord, in His naturally childish, let me see, Mother, including the celebrated monk who took advantage of the Lord's munificence, Mother Yashoda saw this, and out of her pure love, she wanted to make a show of punishment for her transcendental child. She took a rope and threatened the Lord that she would tie him up. As is generally done in the ordinary household, seeing the rope in the hands of Mother Yashoda, the Lord bowed down his head and began to weep just like a child, and tears rolled down his cheeks, washing off the black ointment smeared about his beautiful eyes. The picture of the Lord is adored by Kunti Devi because she is conscious of the Lord's supreme position. He is feared often by the fear personified, yet he is afraid of his mother, who wanted to punish him just in an ordinary manner. Kunti was conscious of the exalted position of Krishna, whereas Yashoda was not. Because this is the role of Yogamaya, to make people perform the pastimes without knowing the real nature of Krishna. For example, one devotee was fanning Lord Ramachandra as a king. He was fanning him. Suddenly Lord Ramachandra manifested to him that he is not a king, that he is the Supreme Lord. And you guess what happened? The devotee fainted. He fell down, unconscious. Because of his pure love. Oh, he's the Lord. He fainted. Immediately, the Lord awakened him and said, although you know I am your Lord, you should never ever stop your duty. You should not stop your service. And Guru Maharaj explained that this is the role of Mother Subhadra. When you go to a theater and you see a drama, you only see the actors. But beyond that stage, beyond those actors, there is a stage director. This is Yogamaya in the pastimes of Krishna. We know that the materialistic, they cheated people by Maya because all the other religions are Maya-made religions. They don't know that behind the pastimes of Krishna, He's aware of everything. But He's the perfect actor, and there is a greatest servant who is Yogamaya, who in this presiding deities of the universe, she takes the role as Subhadra. So she is the one who makes all these things happen. Therefore, Yashoda's position was more exalted than Kunti's. Mother Yashoda got the Lord as her child, and the Lord made her forget altogether that her child was the Lord Himself. If Mother Yashoda had been conscious of the exalted position of the Lord, she would certainly have hesitated to punish the Lord. But she was made to forget this situation because the Lord wanted to make a complete gesture of childishness before the affectionate mother. So why Krishna plays the role of a child? It's not that when he's 1 day years old, he's a defenseless baby. He still can create, destroy, annihilate, and maintain the universe, even if he has a body of 1 day old. It's not that if he's 4 or 7 years old, he is powerless as a child. Look out how he carries the Govardhan hill. One time Prabhupada sent one of his disciples, or one who became a disciple. He says, the Sankaracharya says that he's Narayan. He says, okay, I agree. I will worship him as Narayan if he can go and carry and hold for 7 days the Govardhan hill, then I will accept him as Narayan. Can he do that? The guy went to Sankaracharya and asked him the question. And he said, no. Then you are a cheating Narayan. So this is the genuine process, that we don't consider ourselves to be equal to Krishna, although we possess all the attributes and qualities of Krishna. In 10 minutes I will finish. Are you all happy? How much love you have in your heart? 0. Okay. I will take you to Prabhupada to fill it up. This exchange of love between Mother Yashoda and the son was performed in a natural way. And Kunti, remembering the scene, was bewildered, and she could do nothing but praise the transcendental filial love. Indirectly, Mother Yashoda is praised for her unique position of love, for she could control even the all-powerful Lord as her beloved child. Now the class will start. It was all an introduction. Om Gyanati Mirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Shakshurum Militam Gyana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Vatale Srimate Jaya Pataka Swami Tamine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Vatale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tamine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Are you all ready for another hour of lecture? So why we are here today, we celebrate a very important pastimes, which Srila Prabhupada explains how important is for our devotional life to develop spontaneous love. Why we are here? Because we discovered that we are polluted as jivas. I always say that because I want to say that in every time I get a lecture, because I want to make emphasis. What for? All the other different religions and cultures, Krishna consciousness is not a religion. There are no religions. There are different creeds and faiths. Religion is one because God is one, because the rules of existence, the rules of maintenance, and the rules of liberation are one. We have this knowledge. This is the only religion. Those are not religions. So why we are here? Because we discover that we have the wrong software and the wrong hardware. We discover that we are eternal. So why we die? Why I am down? Because I am not rich. Because I am not famous. Because I'm not a prime minister. And we have all these polluted desires which are contaminating the very self. So then I decide something might be there that I did not realize yet. And it is like we go to a diamond mine. You go to a mine to extract small stones, because they are precious stones like blue sapphire, like emerald, but also like diamonds. And then when we look at the stone from the mine, how you see it, Prabhu? Does it look shining, perfect cutting? You can put it in the ring. No. It's a stone. Yes or not? But then you won't go to a tailor and say, please, can you polish this stone? It's a diamond. I know it's a diamond, but from outside we can't see because in a raw stage. Can you polish? He says, no, I'm not qualified. And you go to the rickshawala. Hey, sir, can you please polish this stone? I know it's a diamond, but I need to be polished so I can use it. He says, no, I am not qualified. And you go to taxi driver, and you go to the lawyer. He says, no, I cannot polish this stone. You please go to the jewelry. And then we go to the jewelry, and we want the best jeweler. And we ask him, please, can you polish this stone? He says, yes, I have the right person. It takes time. give it to me, and you come after 1 month, let's say. And then what the jeweler does, he starts polishing and cutting that stone. And immediately, when he removes all the dirt, all the covers from the material nature, all the pollutions, the real diamond appears. And with its own particle principles and attributes and qualities, it starts flourishing. The jeweler does not add anything. It's like our spiritual master does not add anything, because we are Sakshid Ananda. We come from the superior energy. It's just we are like this diamond, which is in raw stage, polluted, covered, dirty, cheated, in illusion. Is not capable to express all the shining qualities and attributes that it has. And this is what for we are here. Because that spiritual jeweler is the spiritual master who is qualified to polish that jiva which is covered by matter, by illusion, which is in a raw stage in the material world. And because he's expert, he's genuine, he's capable to cut and give the right shape. So all the shining and the effulgence properties that lies within that jewel, that diamond, start flourishing and manifesting and start shining in the whole world and start distributing prema bhakti. This is what for we are here. Every time we read the Bhagavatam, the Gita, every time we chant the Mahamantra, every time we perform devotional service, we are polishing ourselves. So we become first-class citizens, first-class world citizens. But Prabhupada goes beyond. Prabhupada said that the devotees are the best servants of the society. Because we don't heal bodies. We upgrade softwares. We inject, we insert the right CD in the mind of the people. We don't fill their hard disk with inert knowledge, but we fill their heart disk with pure love. This is Krishna consciousness, upgrading the people to human and then to spiritualized beings. Some devotees used to tell Guru Maharaj, oh, I would like to take birth next lifetime so I can serve you personally, or I can do this so I become rich. He says, why you want me to come back to deliver you? Our process is to go back to Godhead this lifetime. Don't seek another birth in a physical way. Unless Krishna wants you to preach, he sees you qualified, then he can send you back. But our aim is to be completely polished and spiritualized by the genuine spiritual master. And every day we offer lamp to Lord Damodar. He doesn't need a lamp. Do you think Lord Ramachandra needs a bridge to go to Sri Lanka? He doesn't need a bridge to go there. He can call Sri Lanka, chum. He brings the whole country. But then why he says we need a bridge to cross the ocean? Is just to engage the devotees. So the pastimes are made to engage devotees. Here Krishna is engaging Mother Yashoda for his own desires and will to experience. Radharani created Mayapur because Krishna wanted to experience the love of Radha. Vishnu can destroy Hiranyakashipu with one bacteria. One microorganism, one virus can destroy your body, my body, and all the physical bodies. The most minimum expression of living entities can enter our body, in the water, in the air, in the food, mosquito biting, and it can destroy our body. You could have sent a mosquito from Mira Road with very many mosquitoes when you were there, and with poison, and inject Hiranyakashipu and kill him. But then why he appeared as Hiranyakashipu, as Nrisinghadev in front of Hiranyakashipu? Because there is love of his Bhakta. Because Bhakta Prahlad prayed for him. Therefore, all the incarnations and pastimes of Krishna are nothing but a manifestation and call of love. As high is the degree of love, as higher we get. Doesn't mean now, oh, I think I love Krishna, someone poisoned me, I will not die. No, we are not on the platform of Bhakta Prahlad. We can't expect and pretend that. So Prahlad, out of his love, he was fully surrendered to Krishna. Guru Maharaj used to say, I see many senior brahmacharis, Guru Maharaj used to say, it's very dangerous for a sannyas to be 99% sannyas. Or if you are a strict brahmachari, it's very dangerous if you are 99% brahmachari. Because that 1% can be used by Maya, enters in your life and gradually destroy it. So that's why a devotee might fall from his platform if he has a gap or a percentage where Maya can enter and do her work. Why Prabhupada? Prabhupada was prayed by Maya in the mind. Oh, you are a great person, all person. Why you have to go to the West? Heart attack, 2 heart attacks. But Maya didn't find a place to defeat Prabhupada's will. Because he was not 99% devotee. He was not 99%. He was 100,000,000% devotee. That's why he was never ever defeated by Maya. Why an old man standing, people could say, oh, who could be a ridiculous person standing in the street alone and singing with some instrument we never saw in our life? How come he made people to embrace Krishna consciousness? Jewish people, Christian, they don't bow down. But suddenly some people start offering respects to Prabhupada from different culture, different faiths. Why? Because they could perceive that that man is connected to Krishna. If I bow down to him, I am bowing down to Krishna directly. Because he inspires me. So Prabhupada has the potency, not only because he has love in the heart, but had the potency to inspire others to surrender to this love. And we are here because we love our Guru, we love Prabhupada, we love Krishna. We are inspired because there is a purity, there is sanctity, there is genuine process of delivering the Krishna consciousness knowledge. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to each and every devotee. May the love of Mother Yashoda be impregnated in each and every one's heart, and all you become purified in this Kartik month. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Shri Radha Parthasarati Lalita Vishaka ki, Parama Karuna Sisi Gaur Nitai ki, Sri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Iskon Delhi ki, Gaura Premanande Hari 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 Bol.
सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं त्वं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधा कृष्णपदां सगन ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द।
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादे पाश्चात्यदेश तारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द। जय जगद्गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद शिल प्रभुपाद। जय जय गुरुदेव 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 गुरुदेव। जय जय गुरुदेव 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 गुरुदेव। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama